Hi, third grade. Today we're going to look at Unit 5, Week 2, Day 1. So repeat after me, please. A wash ah. A squash ah. A safe a. E ed eh. E Pete e. Schwa wagon or I. U mule you. U rule oo. ANG fang ang. ONK honk onk. And IVE give iv. Nice work. Okay, next we're going to watch this lady introduce our new concept for today. Here we go.
Well, good morning, boys and girls. Miss DeRosa again. We are going to need a few things today. We're going to talk about something new. I need you to get your student notebook if you have it, or if you're using a dictionary, you can make sure that's handy. If you're using a Franklin speller or a phone to look up the spelling of words, you can pause your computer and go and get those things. We're also going to use our dry erase board today because we're going to talk about the schwa again. But this schwa is a little different because it's only going to have two choices, not all the vowels, but we're going to talk about the it sound, which you'll hear in a lot of two or more syllable words at the end. And sometimes it's going to be spelled with an ET, sometimes it'll be spelled with an IT. So we're going to practice that this morning. And the first word I'm going to put up here is something that you need when it's cold outside, right? So let's go ahead and read this all together. Jacket. Jacket. But that's not an I, is it? That's what happens sometimes in English, but we're going to call that a schwa. So I'm going to keep that schwa card up there. Here's something that you might go on someday in your life, right? And I am not interested in this, but you might be. Let's go ahead and scoop this one. Rock it. That's right, a rocket. Wouldn't that be cool? All right, so we're going to do some spelling of words because that's another word that has that et sound, right? We're going to spell some words, and remember the only choice today is going to be E or I, so that's going to make things pretty simple. So some of you may have certain habits, and this word is habit, right? Sometimes we have good habits, sometimes we have not so great habits. So let's just do the base word of habit. We're just going to do the word habit. Let's go ahead and separate it. Help me. Have it. First syllable, have. Spell it for me. H-A-B. Second syllable, it. So I'm not sure whether that's going to be an E or an I, so I'm going to put that square there. And you can pause your computer and look it up and come on back and we'll talk about it. So nice job. I'm glad you took the time to look this up because that letter is going to be an I and not an E. How about that? You just never know, right? Okay, so we're going to do another word. This is something you might put things in. I love these. I don't know. I just use them for all kinds of reasons. The word is basket. Thank you for echoing. Let's separate the syllables. Basket. First syllable. Bass. Spell it for me. B-A-S. Just like it sounds. Second syllable. Kit. Spell it for me. K. We're not sure. Blank. T. Right? So I know that's a schwa because I know the choice when I hear that it could be E or an I. Pause your computer, go find it either in your student notebook or a dictionary, and come on back and let's talk about what the letter is going to be. So nice job. So in this case, this letter is going to be an E. That's the it sound in basket, spelled with an E. Let's do another one. And this one is going to have a suffix on it. And the word is planets. Echo? Good. There's lots of planets that we can study, right? It's so fascinating. What's the base word of planets? That's right, planet. So let's separate the syllables. Help me. Plan it. First syllable, plan. That's right. Spell it. Plan. Second syllable, it. Oh my goodness, I have that mystery again, right? And I'm going to get my S because I know I have more than one planet. And go ahead and pause your computer and look it up. So as you found in this case, this letter is going to be an E, making that it sound, right? Okay, so on page 22, I want you to go ahead and add the word pocket. If you have a notebook or if you're making a notebook, on page 22 on the bottom, it has the word jacket, and you can just add the word pocket just to remind yourself that a lot of those ETs, a lot of those it sounds are going to be spelled with an ET. So that's all we're going to talk about today. Thank you for your great attention. I will look forward to seeing you the next time. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, third grade. Now we're going to go ahead and review some of our most recent homophones or sound-alike words. The first word is mail. Let's spell it. Go. M-A-I-L. What's the signal? Right. Lick the envelope, seal it, put it in the mailbox so it can be delivered. Good. How about this mail? Let's spell it. M-A-L-E. This is a boy, right? Or a man. So we use a mustache. Good. How about this one? Mind. Spell it. Okay, let's spell that one again. Sorry. Mind. M-I-N-D. Do you remember the signal? Right, that's what you use to think, your brain, your mind. How about this mind? Spell it. M-I-N-E-D. And what is that one? Right, when you go underground and you pick and you mine for diamonds or coal or gold. Very good. Try this one. Find. Spell it. F-I-N-D. Do you remember? Binoculars. When you find, you look for something, you locate it. This one. Spell it. F-I-N-E-D. Find. If you get punished and you have to pay, you frown, and here's the signal. You pay up. All right. Here's our most recent pair. We have weather. Let's spell it. Go. W-E-A-T-H-E-R. Weather. Do you remember the signal, though? Yeah, this is get your umbrella, pop it up, stick it over. That's what's happening outside with the weather. But this weather, let's spell this one. W-H-E-T-H-E-R. You don't know whether you want this option or this option. Remember the signal? 1 or 2. It could be 3 or 4. Very good. Okay, third grade. The next one we're going to do has this. You know this word. What is it? Father. So let's spell it. F-A-T-H-E-R. Father. Now, this is a parent who happens to be a male. So actually, I think we're going to stick with the same signal, okay, for male and father. A father is a male parent. Or maybe we could do this and hold a baby who grows up, okay? So we could do, let's do father who's holding a baby, all right? This one, now in our area, we say this the same. We say this a little bit differently. It doesn't sound the same. This one is farther. Say it. Farther. Let's spell it. F-A-R-T-H-E-R. This means when two objects have a large amount of space between them. One thing is farther. And you know what? I go like this, farther. It's go farther, move farther. If I want you to move back, move farther away, farther, farther. That's our signal. Okay, so the next thing third grade we need to do is add these two definitions into your student notebook. Okay, so get your student notebook on out, go to the sound alike section, and you will see farther first. And I believe that's on page 95. Okay, page 95. Farther is a large distance between objects. Okay. Here is the definition. Now, it's on page 95. Again, remember, page 95. Up at the tippy top, it says, when two objects have a large amount of space between them. Farther. Now, I am going to put this card up because I think it's easier for you to copy for farther at the top of page 95. So pause the video and get this definition written down. Okay, then you're going to move on page 95 right below farther, and you're going to find the word father. Okay, I'll hold up the definition for father. A parent who is a man. So pause this and put it for father. A parent who is a man. Okay. Now we're going to get ready to play a game of guess which one. Okay, the first sentence I'm going to say, and I want you to write down on a scratch piece of paper which homophone you hear. My father will get our jackets. My father will get our jackets. Which father did you hear? And I wanted to say to you, third grade, that sometimes I know in this area in Pennsylvania, we typically speak father, farther. But depending on where you live, some people say the word farther. Oh, that's farther out there. They have a different accent. So that's why it is still considered a homophone, even though that's an easier one for us to hear the difference. My father will get our jackets. Which one? Right. This is the male that's a dad, right? Another word for dad that has a child. Okay. The next one. My brother travels farther than most. Which one did you hear there? My brother travels farther than most. Did you hear it? Right. Far, farther. That's our signal. Very good. Let's just do one more. He was fined for driving without a helmet. Fined. Do you remember the signal? How do we spell that one? Do you remember? Let's spell it together. Fined. Fined. Very good. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is introduce you to the lowercase hump letters V and Y. Okay, so let's start with V first. Pay close attention, and then you can just practice this at home on a blank piece of paper. Here we go.
V is a hump letter. It starts on the grass line. Point to the grass line. Glide up to the plane line and make a hump. Curve back up to the plane line and make a swinging bridge.
Okay, and if you need to re-watch that video, you know what to do. The other lowercase letter today is Y. Here you go.
Y is a hump letter. It starts on the grass line. Point to the grass line. Glide up to the plane line and make a hump. Curve up to the plane line. Trace way down to the worm line. Loop back up to the grass line and make a tail.
All right, third grade, that's all I have for you today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you back next time.